during an interview, I don't like to set it up as like an interview itself. It's more like a conversation. So act like the camera's not even here. I'm going to ask you a few questions. You'll just look at me. You don't even have to look at the camera. Act like it's not even here. So, all right, we're rolling now. Can I get you to state your first and last name, your position, and who you're with?
Britt, Fayetteville Public Utilities. I'm the CEO, General Manager.
All right, and Mr. Dye, you know, it's a huge deal, this project. So, you know, for those who don't know, kind of go into what exactly this broadband expansion will look like.
Well, actually what it does for us and the rural community is we get service of broadband out into the unserved and underserved areas. You know, improving the quality of life.
And, you know, when we talk about improving the internet access for those out there, you know, what is the significance of that? And can you go into that a little bit?
Sure. You know, a lot of folks now, they work from home, virtual learning too. And, you know, when we got the grant funds, we was able to expand and help those that are starting to stay at home because it's just a lot more people working from home, you know, and that helps out tremendously.
And, you know, kind of going to, you know, some of the things this cord will do. I know it'll increase internet access, but is there any communicational purposes in there? I know for like, you know, this is different from everywhere, but in Huntsville, some of those cords are utilized for water meter, you know, detections and stuff like that. So, you know, kind of go into that as well.
Yeah, we got the smart meter too, and we can read meters, and we're tying all of our what we call gatekeepers that's out on the power line with the fiber. Plus, it's tying up all of our equipment too, so we can operate all of our pieces of equipment from here at the office as well. And you know, when we do that, the outages become a lot shorter. We can pinpoint an outage a lot quicker instead of running up and down the road trying to find something. So it helps everywhere. It helps everywhere as far as our infrastructure, all the way up to what the customers get of what they need to promote and be better efficient at their job.
And when we talk about, you know, Lincoln County officials like yourself and your whole team here looking to improve that quality of life for, you know, everyone in the county, but when we talk about those on the east side that may not have had, you know, internet access before or access to, you know, high-speed internet, can you kind of go to that as well and the significance of that?
Well, sure. Right now, you know, we wish we could build to every customer, but we can't. And with grant funds, we can only build into certain areas that are not served by another provider. So, you know, we might be building through an area, and a lot of our customers don't understand how come we can't hook them up, but the grant funds won't allow us to do that because the other provider has got access to that area.
This is a, you know, a grant that is near $9 million in excess. That is a huge, you know, fund. So, you know, kind of go into the overall gist of the project and what it will do.
Well, what it'll actually do is we got contractors in because the project is so big, and it looks like it's going to take somewhere around close to 3 years to get this project finished. So, you know, even with close to $9 million grant, and then we're matching close to $4 million on the other side. So, you know, we got a total of $13 million in this project. And we got to get the infrastructure built. We got to wait on materials and supplies, you know, because right now material, you know, with everything else that's going on, is putting us behind a little bit, especially on certain counts. Like if we need a 144 count fiber in one certain area of the county, or if we need a 48 count in another area, then we're trying to build depending upon what count of fiber we have that's delivered in here. Then we'll go in certain areas and get that constructed out.
And for people who may not, you know, understand how fiber works to create, you know, internet access, kind of go into that a little bit and just, you know, kind of, you know, visualize that for us.
Well, you know, the internet world's come a long ways. You know, when you get into broadband, you know, where you tie into your smart TVs, you can tie into all your computer access. You can even do wireless now with Wi-Fi and those kinds of things. So it's going to bring on a whole new horizon of customers of having this type of service that's going to be unbelievable.
And, you know, what can you say to those residents that were, you know, unserved and underserved before, but now, you know, they're being addressed, and, you know, that problem is looking to be addressed by this sort of project?
That is correct. And, you know, we also have to think about the ones what we call the middle mile. And the middle mile is where you got people on both sides, but you might be in the middle. You know, there's all this fiber construction going on and you can't get service. So, you know, it's been addressed on the state level and looking at that too.
And, you know, anything else we might not have touched on during the interview in regard to, you know, how big of a deal this is for our community here in Lincoln County?
Well, it's really a big deal to get internet service and broadband because that's the future. That's the future. You know, kids learning, like I said, people working from home, virtual ways of doing medicine, those kinds of things. It's going to bring a lot of ways that people can do things at home.
Thank you so much.